This is TWiT.
Let's talk about something else Jonathan's wife might hate me for. And that is the new Linux tablet from Deep Computing. Sure, there are other Linux tablets out there, the Pine Tab, I don't know, there's another one that maybe made it like a couple months before they ended it, and who knows, but not many really. This one, though, has something a little more special about it than at least any other tablet I've seen so far. And if you remember our past stories about deep computing, maybe you've guessed already, but this tablet runs on RISC-V and runs Ubuntu out of the box. So the SoC, system on a chip, is the same chipset the RISC-V Ubuntu laptop uses that we have previously talked about. This tablet comes with a 10.1-inch 1920 by 1200 IPS 10-point touch display, which is the part that Jonathan kind of griped about pre-show because he likes them to be small or something. Memory comes in 4 gig, 8 gig, or 16 gig. Has 16 gigabit eMMC storage, or if you have the 16 gigabits of RAM model, you can optionally get 128 gigabit eMMC. It's available. Has a 6,000 milliamp battery. I don't know what kind of battery life that is. Has front and rear cameras. A USB Type-C 3.0 port with DisplayPort. And they had the courage, again, to add a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. And all of this, really, I mentioned in the past that I bought a Surface Pro 3 to put Linux on, and it was used, and I paid $125 for it. All this is only $149 US plus shipping. Pre-ordering is available right now, and they're expecting to ship in September. So this has all the things that we're interested in. RISC-V, I mean, we have that RISC-V board that we kind of struggled and played and or maybe didn't do anything with. But this has Ubuntu already on that RISC-V board. And a tablet. It supports a mouse and a keyboard. It doesn't come with one. It'd be nice if they had like a nice little keyboard cover available, but maybe something else will fit it. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's an interesting little device. The comment I made before the show is I've already got a 10-inch tablet, but a 7-inch would be useful. I have found with a 7-inch it'll fit on the inside pocket of a suit coat, and so those are pretty useful just for that.
Yeah, but it's RISC-V.
It is RISC-V.
And think how cool you'd be whipping that out of your inside pocket during a Dungeons and Dragons game.
That's why it needs to be a 7-inch.
Or maybe a game of Risk.
There you go. I don't play any games with people in person though. They're all over the internet these days.
Well, as long as you have video on, you can be. They won't even know if it really came from your pocket then.
Yeah. So Keith S512 says, "Oh no, this will be so slow. It'll be slower than a Kindle Fire tablet. You'll just end up throwing it across the room." And I think that's fair. Like, these RISC-V chips are not super performant yet. With the Vision 5, I know the comment I made was it is just barely good enough to do what you want, which in this case is compile and test software for. We're still kind of in the bootstrapping stage for RISC-V for these kind of devices. But I mean, it's cool. Like, it's got the cool factor to have a RISC-V tablet, and a tablet that's designed for running like this sort of touchscreen Linux stuff on. So,
well, and realistically, something like this is probably more of, people surfing YouTube and TikTok and, just kind of basic consumption.
And that's all they do. Maybe just for reading an ebook.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of uses that I could see that just really don't need much power behind them.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some of these low power devices really struggle with things like scrolling through a big PDF, or maybe a big ebook in that case, or playing, full HD YouTube videos. I would see this as possibly having some of the same problems. And then the other thing is like the touchscreen Ubuntu experience for this is maybe not necessarily the best yet.
Well, on the article, they did say if you're not an Ubuntu fan, the 16 gigabit model, I think later on in the future, will support the open source Android.
That's interesting. Yeah, no, but I seriously, I see this as more of a development platform at this point.
And it does match the RISC-V laptop. So if anything you do for one's going to work on the other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot cheaper than the Juno Tab 3.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I still see RISC very much in this sort of a form factor as being excellent for development for RISC. But like as a general consumer device, I'm just not sure that it's there yet.
Well,
but I would love to be wrong.
We'll find out when you give us your review of it.
Will we find out, Rob? Did you? Are you buying one?
Oh, I may actually. This might be in the price range. This might be in the price range where I can just throw something at it and see what happens.
Yeah, I've done that too many times here recently, and I'm sort of my wallet is a little light of the funds for that sort of thing.
Wallet going into the holiday season.
No.
It's also a pre-order. If it was an order, I probably would have, but to
be able to push the button and get it like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah, I don't want to push the button and wait a month.
Amazon's Prime shipping has just ruined us all.
Hey, it's Leo Laporte. I hope you've enjoyed this little clip from our programming at twit.tv. For more, visit our website, twit.tv, or subscribe in your favorite podcast client. There's also a link somewhere down there.